to
My
upgrade.
5-year-old can run our smart TV better than I can.
Yeah,
That's, yeah.
nuts.
Yeah.
When I was thinking, oh, my kid told me I wasn't smart enough to get an iPhone. So I couldn't get one. Like,
Oh,
yeah, you were in the past.
And I gotta call your son. He texted me 2 weeks ago and I haven't called him back.
What imagine.
I bought a pickup.
Okay. I think you're
Ready
good.
to go?
I
Okay.
think.
Okay, I'm gonna take the position of Steph's gone, so I'll be the chairman for today. I'm calling this meeting to order. It's June 22nd, 2026. Everybody, please rise for the pledge of allegiance.
Pledge allegiance to
the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. So roll call, Zorn,
Here.
Averill.
Here.
Ellison.
Laura. Here.
And Tranby's here. Steph is absent. So. Okay, I need a motion to approve the agenda.
I'll make that motion.
Okay, motion by Josh to, yeah, what,
It's an update.
oh, you're not in there. You're right.
Okay.
Yeah, well, yeah,
Well, I'll
amend.
that motion to
Okay.
add what we needed.
Okay, do that.
I was unaware of that. If I would have known about that.
Usually he's on it.
Yeah.
Do I have do we have a second?
I'll second that.
Second by Rod. Okay,
Everyone makes mistakes.
I was trying to make your guys' meeting really short because we have canvassing at 10:30 as
I
well,
know.
but yeah, you're good. You're
No,
good.
I can't.
Thank you.
Yeah, no. So in discussion, one last time, in discussion, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Same sign opposed. Motion carried. Okay, floor open for public comment. Anybody here? I don't think so.
I want to make a public comment. I want to thank Samantha as the
Sure.
auditor for her years of service with the county. And at the last meeting, we named or whatever Andy Eli as the interim,
Maddie,
Maddie.
Yep.
As the interim
Auditor.
auditor.
correct.
My question would be then, will she have to resign as the treasurer? Well, we'll leave it up to the state's attorney, but it
Yeah.
might be, I don't know, since we have two different offices.
There's Jamie here.
Oh,
Perfect timing, Jamie.
yeah, good.
How we doing, sir?
Yeah.
My
Tell them
question
that-
is, if Mandy becomes the auditor, will she have to resign as treasurer? Since it's two separate offices,
You mean as far as for interim?
yeah. Oh,
No, she can serve as both of them for now, for in interim.
oh, okay, just, I was just curious
Sure.
about that.
No problem.
So that's about all I have on.
Okay.
And I as well want to thank
Yes.
Sam
Thank you for all your years of service.
for everything you've done, making her job really,
Because
really
it's
easy.
12 years, 12 years?
12 years.
12 years,
Yeah,
yeah.
so thank you. And congratulations on your new job and hope it goes well. I'm sure it will.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Appreciate that.
Oh, yeah, we appreciate that. So,
Thank you.
that's all the years of service. So,
I don't know if it was right what happened at the special meeting though, that
Mhm.
bothered me
Yeah.
That the commission wouldn't approve her resignation. So I just want to
yep, duly noted.
duly note.
So, okay,
Thank you, Lauren.
yeah, anything else, guys? That's it. Okay, need to look at the June 8th, 16th and 17th meeting minutes, please. And do I have to, can I do all at one time or each one separately?
All at once. I
Oh, good.
I
That'd be
think
easiest for
yeah.
us, so you guys want to take a peek at that for me, please? What do you guys think? Yeah.
I think you guys have done it each way.
Yeah.
So
Really easier that way. Oops.
I'll make a motion to approve the
Okay,
meeting minutes.
okay, for June 8th, 16th, 17th.
Yes.
Do I have a second?
I'll say.
And dispense with the reading?
Dispense with the reading, yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Do I have a second? Josh seconds it. So discussion. Any discussion? One last time. Any discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Same sign opposed. Motion carried. Bills. Move the bills. And you can take a peek, anything that stands out, Sam?
No, just a note that you guys are paying the election workers. So those are those people that are in
Right.
there. That's for their training and for election.
Okay. No. Anything outstanding from Wayne from the road department? Wayne, anything outstanding on the road department for bills? No.
No.
Okay. Alright. So,
I'll make, go ahead.
No, go.
I'll make a motion to accept and approve the bills.
okay, a motion from Rod to approve the bills as presented. Do I have a second? Second by Josh. In discussion. Any discussion? One last time in discussion. Okay, we'll do a roll call vote because it involves money. So Zorn,
Aye.
Josh.
Aye.
Ellison
Aye.
and Tremby votes aye. Motion carried. So, open meeting laws.
I think that's something that
You want to take that?
yeah,
Okay, go ahead.
I'll just kind of read a little definition here. The meeting means a gathering or a quorum of the members of a governing body that includes the committees or subcommittees or gatherings to discuss where a quorum of the members participate by phone or other means is a violation. So if that governing body delegates any two or more members to form newly committee, it's also under the open
Meeting laws.
meeting laws.
Okay,
So I don't know how you're gonna handle your new weed board with two members on there, but I'll let you do. or
Yeah, but we
Jamie.
can-
Oh, weed board's gonna have to call a meeting. I mean, that's,
Yeah.
we've talked about that a lot before that.
yeah,
Anytime there's a committee or anytime there's a quorum and a meeting needs to be called and noticed, so, yeah, for the weed board, and I guess if you guys have to call a meeting, you have to call a meeting.
Well, usually we did it in the past. We just did it during, well, our regular commission meetings anyways, didn't we?
yeah, when it was active, yeah,
Yeah.
correct, yeah. We had the old commission as and we actually did it when the course of the meeting, we did it,
You would
go out
reset.
and reset,
Yeah.
correct, that's
Yep.
exactly right.
And then return back. to
Yeah.
the-
Back, yeah. We did before.
Partly the reason I read that is because when I review the recordings of last meeting, the June 8th meeting, it's pretty well stated that there was two members that had decided to or discussed forming a new weed board and involved a third one to make the presentation and was brought to the commission and just voted on and passed. And to me, that kind of is working under the table rather than working on the top of the table and involving all of the commissioners when you're starting to do that.
Okay,
So I don't know how you get around them open meetings guide here where it says you're not allowed to use 3 commission members.
But it's,
Do that.
it's two or more at once.
Okay.
And we,
And
Actually, you are wrong with that, Rod. So anytime that there's a meeting can be if there's 3 top people that talk, or a quorum that talk in succession. So if you, Scott, and I are on a board and there's a 5-member board, so we would be a quorum. If I call you and say, Rod, what do you think about this issue? And you and I get off the telephone and I call Scott and say, hey, what do you think about this issue? This is what Rod thinks about this issue. That's a meeting. So actually, I don't know what kind of conversations happen. I didn't pay enough attention to
Yeah.
hear what happened, but anytime there is a meeting, a meeting, it can be considered a meeting if there are three people that talk in succession or a quorum that talk in
Okay.
succession. So you don't have to be on the same phone call. You don't have to be in the same room. You could have the conversation in succession. There's an AG's opinion out there. I don't know what the number is, but that is what the Attorney General has stated, that if there's successive phone calls or successive emails, it could be an open meeting and it could be a violation since it wasn't noticed.
Probably one of the things that one thing I'm concerned about is we had a weed board that was formed and it was the county commission and that was the weed board.
Mhm.
Did we dissolve that board or do we have to meet and dissolve it? What happens to the original weed board?
The commission appoints the weed board. So if the commission, I guess you can make a motion at some point. I don't think it's on today's agenda and it wasn't added.
Yeah.
But
Well,
if the commissioner was on the weed board, just make a motion and say the commission is no longer the weed board, we're appointing these people.
I realize that, but I think when this was all discussed, I don't think it was thought through the way it should have been.
Okay,
It should have been, we should have dissolved the original weed board and then formed a new one. But we should have formed the new weed board at the commission meeting, not outside of the commission meeting. And
Well, I don't know if the weed board was formed outside the commission meeting. It was voted on in the commission meeting.
yeah, it was.
well, it was discussed outside of it was discussed by three people outside of the commission and brought to the commission and put up on the board. And that to me is, I think as commissioners, we should have things out in the open. I don't think we should be doing it underneath or behind everybody's back. That's the whole point that I'm trying to make. And I don't know if you thought through that weed board the way you should have. That weed board is a separate entity, just like the water board.
Okay,
It hires its own people. It has its own truck. If the truck breaks down, the weed board pays for that, not the county. And the hired man, if is he licensed or insured? Is he bonded?
If he works for the county, he would be,
yeah.
he's,
But he doesn't work for the county. He works for the weed board.
but the weed board's a county entity and it's appointed by the county. He would likely be covered by NDIR.
Well, here's the point on that part. The weed board right now is not insured by the county. So if
Oh,
you're.
we're not?
Well,
Isn't
it
it?
was insured by, like, I was insured as the weed board through
The
my,
co-
my position as.
But the weed board, yeah, so he's an employee of the weed board, right?
Well,
He's
yes.
not an independent contractor. He's an
No,
employee.
but you need a rider for the weed board to add to the coverage or the umbrella of the county. So as long as we don't have the rider or didn't think about it, apparently,
That shouldn't be the job of the commission, though. That's actually Sam.
no,
I would,
that's who's?
that should be whoever's in charge of the insurance for the county whose job that would be.
Yeah,
Okay.
and
The road department was covered and they were doing the spraying. So they were covered as the
under
road
under the
department
county
to
umbrella,
do that. Now with it being
separate entity.
separate, now insurance is asking me
Okay, but
how we
it's,
want it set up.
It'd still be set up under the county because
No,
we're.
it's a separate entity, just like the water
That-
board.
It is,
Yeah.
but yet we're spraying for the,
Well, I guess you gotta talk to the insurance agent, because she said we need a rider on there to cover a rider to add to the county liability in order to cover the weed board
Mhm.
and the person that's spraying. So, and I don't know who, since that isn't,
when we had a weed board before,
It's always been like this since I've been here. It's always been the commission has been the weed board
Right.
and then,
Covered by the
and then
county.
the weed officer has always been an employee of the county. And then when we had, stop.
my head.
Tim Walray, sorry. When we had Tim Walray, he was an outside contractor. We contract, so
Okay.
he had his insurance on his own.
On its own, yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't know if you've got insurance or not.
Okay, we'll do some we'll do some checking on it, sure.
The other thing about that is if you need a rider on it, the weed board should be paying the county for that insurance rider, not the county paying it. Because that would come out of the county budget,
Okay,
not the weed board budget. Same thing. Your employee has to be paid out of the weed board, not out of the county. And I don't know, it pretty much says that you gotta have a treasurer and write your own checks.
mm-hmm,
So somehow, we as the county now, not as the weed board,
yeah,
we have to find a mechanism to pay the weed board so the weed board can make payments that it owes.
okay,
And I don't know that we have funded the weed board yet. It has possibly money that used to go to our other old weed officer. We might be able to transfer it, but we have to physically, or here at a meeting, we have to transfer that money to the weed board. Probably you get your,
Isn't there some chemical money too?
well, I was gonna
You
talk,
say that, yeah.
Yeah.
possibly the chemical money could be transferred too then.
So
If
if
it was-
you, I'll stop you, Lauren. I don't understand why this has to be a big argument and a big to do, but first, why? So Sam was making $500 a month as the weed officer, so who was paying that? The weed board should have been paying it, but you're saying that it wasn't, that the county was paying it?
I'm not, it came
So,
through the budgeting process, I guess it did.
so I guess you're kind of making a big deal out of nothing because that money should have already been in that account. Because Sam was getting paid for it, so.
But there's a difference between the weed board is supposed to be writing its checks, not
But-
the
but-
county.
But the weed board wasn't paying her, the county was paying her, and she was the weed board. So why is it different now?
I don't understand why this has to be so difficult. It's all taxpayer money.
And we're spraying county land.
So I'm not sure why this has to be so
I
difficult.
don't think we need.
It's
to draw
taxpayer
ourselves
money.
from red tape.
Well,
So-
it's a separate entity.
Yeah,
Just like
but
just like
Lauren,
the-
Lauren, stop and listen for a second. How was she getting paid? How were you getting paid? Were you getting paid from the weed board or from the county?
Well, through the weed budget, but through my
To the
payroll.
county.
Okay, so was the weed board paying the county then?
You were
Those,
basically just taking all the
Okay,
budget.
so that's my point.
Exactly.
It don't need to make such a big deal of this when it wasn't taken care of in the first place. It can be fixed. But
Well, I
Lauren,
know it can be fixed.
But
That's
Lauren-
what I'm talking about, we should fix it.
it can be fixed, but these guys are getting the third degree because the money was not where it was supposed to be in the accounts, but it was already being used that way. So I don't understand why these guys are being jumped on. Yeah, it can be fixed. Fix it. That's fine. But that money was already being spent as weed board money.
Well, sure it was, but isn't that the way we're supposed to be? Is there that we keep it up and
Yeah,
we
I agree.
allocate it to the weed board?
I
so
agree
the
with
weed
you,
board
Lauren.
Can make its payments?
I agree with you, Lauren, but nothing has changed. They haven't done anything different than it has been.
Well,
So yeah, I agree. There should be a weed board accountant, or should be someone that takes care of it. In Nelson County, and I'm not gonna put words in Wayne's mouth or make Christie do it, but in Nelson County, the road secretary took care of it. So that probably could be an ask of you guys to the road secretary or to Wayne if she would be willing to take care of that stuff for you guys.
Okay.
Okay.
it's not the weed, or the road.
Or Bryce.
Bryce, I
guess.
mean.
Yeah, Bryce's.
well, that's all I'm saying is just to do it the way it should be done, not,
Well,
I don't think it was thought through.
I see your point, Lauren. We'll do some work on it, okay?
That's fine.
We'll work on
I
this.
would- that's
It's
all I'm-
your points are duly noted on that one.
That's
Well, I see where you're coming from on this one, so, okay.
And you know that there is money allocated, a fund set that you can draw on. But I think the commission has to allocate some of that fund money for you to spend.
Spend.
Right. Yeah.
If it's weed board money, if it's tax for the weed board, if it's a specific special fund, it's a special revenue fund, the county has really no authority. That money should be going to the weed board. And it should be going to the weed board right away because that's where that tax money is. That's what it's budgeted for.
Well,
It's a
that's,
special
what-
revenue fund.
But you have to allocate it to there.
Okay,
It shouldn't have to be allocated by the commission, Lauren, because it's a special revenue fund. That money can't go anyplace else. It's
Well-
taxed specifically for the weed board.
it's in a separate account in the budget.
It should be.
Correct. So, okay.
Is it a separate account now technically or no?
Well, yeah, it should
Oh,
be.
yeah.
All special revenue funds, they don't go to the general fund. They should be going to their own account.
I mean, it was being. So how
Well,
did you do it? Did you just take it out of the?
That's
general
all I'm
fund?
trying to say is that we
But
ought to get it straightened out so you know what you got and what you can spend. And then find somebody that will spend the money. If you're gonna,
Yep.
I don't want nothing to do with the
No,
weed board.
no.
I just,
We're just trying to get the weed board going again. You know, it's been a need out in the community to get this rolling again.
yeah,
You know,
I understood what you were trying to do.
That's what we're trying to do. So far, it's been,
And if we do the technical details,
okay,
that's fine with me.
okay,
Sounds good.
okay, technically, okay. Duly noted, okay, we'll move on, next item agenda. Tax director position. Hi, Darce. You wanna, can you have a seat over here, please, Darce, please,
Thank you.
on that one?
Put you on the hot seat.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll let Rod take
Well, I
this.
don't know all the details on this. I know that you, I'll ask for, you made a counter offer
Sure.
with us. And we offered her the position at 39,000 and that she countered us back at 45,000. I did the quick math just this morning, just on a rough basis. It basically would take right now at 39,000. That would average $20 an hour. $45,000 is $23 an hour. You know, I guess the one thing that I thought about, and I don't know if this is correct. I wish Steph was here to answer this, but anyway, I think maybe Sam can probably answer this. That 39,000 was what we additionally paid, correct?
That is what's in the budget.
But yes, okay, that's right. Well, we haven't done anything with that. We haven't moved that position up when we've moved everything else. That has stayed the same in the last 2 or 3 years.
Yes, I do believe so.
Yes, I think that,
The money's just been sitting there. I mean,
yeah.
Because we then
didn't
we
have-
took all of her, so we were paying Linda the 39,000 plus all the benefits to combine together because she was that contractor.
correct.
And then, but that contract has stayed the same for the last 2 years.
2 years.
Yep.
Yeah, okay, yeah,
Yep.
correct.
Yep.
So my take on it, is that we've moved everything else, but we haven't moved that in the last 2 years. So I don't know, would we have moved it to 45 in 2 years? I don't know the answer to that. But I guess I'm open to,
Well, I mean, maybe I'm misunderstanding this, but as far as I know, we were just starting at 20, whatever it was, 39. And then when she got more training done, we were
Yeah.
gonna raise it from there.
Correct.
But, how that interflects what you're talking about, I'm not 100%.
oh, no, you're correct, and I was just
No.
kind of running some numbers today and, to.
I mean, is there room in our budget to go up to 45? I mean, if,
And the question which, I just want to ask Darcy this question, if we go to 45 now and you finish your classes, would you still want a raise then, or were you happy if we give you the money now? Because it would be a double,
Yeah, no, I'd be fine with that.
okay,
And then waiting a while or seeing how things go. Mhm.
okay. So I guess that'd be one way of looking at it.
that's not so bad either. But again, the question is, but do we have room in our budget for that? I mean, I know it's gonna be tight paying both either way. That's where, we're running.
So we're $6,000 more, correct? 39, yeah, $6,000.
It's not budgeted for within the,
This year,
yeah,
this year's budget.
great. So if you guys take from the reserve or
How much do we have in those? The reserve? I'm not saying we should, I'm just curious.
No, absolutely. We gotta find out if we can even get the money.
Yeah, we're just trying to figure out how to make this work.
Well, and I'm, willing to negotiate if that's too much too. I just was gonna say.
Well,
there was a
your
way.
position is, the tax director is, we call it a department head position.
Mhm.
We call it a management position, not a deputy, but a management, so therefore it qualifies for a higher pay raise or pay grade. You follow what I'm saying?
Mhm.
On that one.
And we get it, you're leaving probably a job where you're probably trying to at least make the same and all that. We understand that. It is understandable and it makes things tough, especially if you got family and all that, so. Meter, I don't know if we maybe meet her in the middle. Do 42.5. Would you, I mean, how's that number sound to you guys?
Well, maybe do what you're saying and then when you get to all your training, then bump you up to the other one. You follow me, and whenever it takes for the training to come in, that's the other option.
Yeah, and start a little bit more now, and then once you get your
Get
100
training,
180 hours of training.
in. On that one.
Okay.
How's that sound, the rest of you guys?
I mean, I'm okay with that,
Lauren?
I'm either way. It doesn't matter to me.
Okay.
If we make a,
I guess my bottom line here, I'm trying to figure out, we have an opportunity to have somebody in that position right now,
Mhm.
somebody local, and that was our plan always along when you actually made the motion years ago to put the tax director position up at that price, you remember? Years ago, about 5, 6 years ago? You made you made,
Bump it up, I think.
well, you bumped it up, but you did anyway, to the higher, to make it more attractive.
Yeah,
Before it was low, it was pretty low budget, on the
Mhm.
original numbers years ago. So Josh made the motion to up it to where it is now. And therefore, the idea is to try to attract somebody in a position.
cause
And, yeah,
cause now I remember that, cause it was a
Mhm.
part-time and we bumped it
Correct.
to a full-
Exactly right,
like you
Josh.
mentioned.
Yeah.
Yeah.
and we go
Yeah.
back in time
Yeah.
on that one.
But
So,
my
yeah.
question is, and it doesn't matter, I mean, but for Darcy, it does. If we can find 3,000, can we find 6,000? I don't know. I don't know the numbers for what we got.
So your guys' reserve is the 24,538.17. We haven't dipped into that for a few years, so.
I mean, I hate touching it cause it's reserved there for a
But there's a
reason.
reason.
Exactly, that's why.
but there's a reason for the reserve to
Yeah.
be used too once in a while.
Yeah,
It's kind of that trade-off, but.
I'm okay with
cause
raising it.
we'd only be taking what,
What do you
$3,500
think,
out?
Oliver? 6 or
Huh?
3? 3 or 6?
That's the question we're dealing
Well,
with.
I would personally, not as a commission, personally, I would like to see it raised 6, but
Okay.
that's just because there's a couple advantages. I mean, he's local
That's right.
and I see too many times when schools and whatnot hire outsiders to come in and get paid and then leave. And if we can get somebody local and make them happy.
And that was always been the goal,
Yeah.
when he first.
That would be
always
my.
been, yeah.
Linda is doing a wonderful
Oh,
job,
tell us about it.
absolutely.
Oh,
But she's in Bismarck, all the
Yes,
money's
I
going
know.
out
I
of
know.
the county.
So that's why I'm personally, that's my feelings now.
Yeah.
If we could,
Could you possibly ask Linda if she would be fine with going down a little bit since she's gonna have
Oh.
somebody to help?
Yeah, and
that
she
with-
was, remember last meeting, she was talking, I don't know, she's by Zoom, when she starts training you, whatever, she was willing to negotiate that down,
Mhm.
as,
Cause you could find it there
Correct.
if you.
Yep.
she's, Linda's more than willing to make this work,
Mhm.
I suppose there's no.
That
way
would
to get on
be-
the phone quick.
Well,
Oh, I don't know if she's.
No, yeah.
that's, I think, we can discuss it later, but I think we maybe, I don't know. But it comes down to us, what do you want to, I guess, the question here is, 3,000 or the 6,000, I guess that's that's the question we need.
3,000 would be 42 and 6 of them would be 45.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm okay with either way. I mean, we gotta make this as judgment together. I mean, I understand why you're counter offering everything else again. And like I said, gotta keep it local, so, but
I just
20
want to also make a note that it's not just the 3 and the 6, it would be the retirement on top of that and the tax, all that stuff.
I-
So it would.
So that
be a
would end
little-
up the same as what Linda is?
Um,
Can I ask you this? If we raised it to 6 now, would you be willing then not to ask for more money when you get your training?
Yep, I think that's what he just said too.
Yeah, he said, she said that.
Yeah, that, I
Yeah.
just want to make
Yeah.
that clear
Yep.
for everybody.
Okay.
And if that's the case, then I would be, I'd make a motion then that we pay her the 45 now.
Okay. Motion on the table from Lauren to pay Darcy the salary at 45,000. Yeah, okay. Do I have a second?
I'll second and we can discuss it from.
Okay, Josh is a second. So any discussion, guys?
So discussion one was obviously fun. So what would it be then that we would have to take out of, if we did the 6,000, and then how much more on the benefits from that?
But
Yep.
Or
I-
should we discuss that after that?
well, I think, no, you got a good point, but I think we should, before we agree to take the 6,000 from there, I think we should talk to Linda first and see if we can negotiate her.
Mhm.
Oh, okay, yeah, don't, that makes sense.
I think that's one thing that we did discuss.
We did
was that-
with Linda.
That we
yes,
would
did.
talk to her and see if we could find the money there
Yep,
and not have to go into the reserve at this
right.
time.
Yep, that was discussed in the last meeting.
Yeah,
so-
was.
Okay.
So I don't know if I should include that in the motion or as an amendment to the motion or.
Well, maybe we could do a separate motion after that, then could we do that or no?
I would just talk to Linda.
Linda afterwards.
I don't think that I would make any motions. I would just,
Yeah.
I
see if
think,
she's willing.
Talk
I think
to her.
that's, I think, and then we can discuss this at another meeting about where we're gonna find that money that
Yep.
we're offering.
I mean, we have the money either way, it's just
We have reserve.
getting
Yeah.
it from
Correct.
A to B.
But I
And
think,
then you said you're gonna stay at that 45 even after you get all your hours in, right?
Mhm.
Okay.
Okay, so I'll leave the motion as is then.
Yeah.
Okay. Any more discussion, guys? One last time. Any more discussion? Okay, we'll do a voice vote in this. So Zorn,
aye.
Josh, Lauren,
I,
and Charlie votes aye. Motion carried. Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Thanks.
Are you,
I'm
are you sure?
I'm thinking about-
you already did negotiate, right?
Oh, thank you for, yeah, and we appreciate that.
Darcy.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
we appreciate it.
We do, yes.
We do appreciate it. We
This has been
do.
a
So,
position for a long time,
yeah, we've been looking for the last 2 or 3 years,
at least.
at least 3 years at least.
Since I started,
Yeah,
this
right.
is my 4th year on here.
yeah. So anyway,
Well, I'd hate to see her say she couldn't afford it.
yeah, well, no, we appreciate that. So,
And we've needed one, so.
yeah. Okay.
Sounds
Okay.
good, thank you.
No,
No,
you're good.
good.
You're good. You can,
Thanks for coming.
thanks for coming. Yep. So next item is intern auditor transition training period. Okay, who's got that one?
So you guys, Steph had sent out an email kind of wanting a step-by-step of what my plans were to train Maddie in. I've done some note taking
Okay.
and I've transferred all of that over. I've kind of given her some directions with the budget. I'm here if she has any questions, but we're kind of moving forward that way.
Perfect.
So
My
yeah.
question for you, Sam. I know you're done on your certain day. Are you still, I know you'll be busy with your new job, but if Maddie has any questions and she reaches out, are you still gonna be able to help her if possible? I understand you just want to kind of cut ties for what's going on, but it would be appreciated.
Thank you.
Good. So, I mean, obviously, I know Maddie's capable of doing it, but you still run into questions once in a while and
Yep.
she's gonna probably have to reach out to you. So.
Yep. I will see how it goes.
Okay. And then of course, and Maddie, you're deputy under her how many years?
4 years.
4 years, yeah. So therefore we have a pretty good
And
fit
there's a
there.
lot of resources too.
Okay.
There's- I mean, our auditor treasurer group, we've always done auditor treasurer.
Together.
Together, like our conference.
Okay.
And now we kind of officially moved. So everything is together now, so I have everyone's contact, so if I were to need help with something, I can always contact the auditors, and there's tons of people who would be willing to help. I'll probably ask for a mentor, someone to, help
Sure,
answer any questions, so I don't have to bother Sam with
Okay.
those.
Perfect.
perfect, yeah,
I didn't mean to.
And the Secretary of State's office is wonderful to help with
okay.
elections, so she's in good hands.
Okay, sounds good. So 2027 budget, oh boy.
Yeah, fun.
Earl, I'm sorry.
So what the department heads have requested is in your budget spreadsheet. It is on the file
Okay.
in your tablets. Harold is in my office because the CPT didn't fully get set up the way that we should have been. So we're going through some of those numbers or whatever to get you guys
Okay.
better numbers, because the health insurance isn't in there, the retirement isn't in there because they had it on an outside
Source,
spot.
Okay.
So Harold's in my office as we speak,
Okay.
kind of helping me with that.
okay,
So, but all of the requests are in there. You guys can start kind of looking at that, and then how you guys want to move forward with speaking to department heads at the next meeting. That's totally up to you. But as far, like I said, I'll work with Harold. We'll get all that done. But then this will be Maddie's project going forward.
okay.
So,
Usually we do it when you get, well, now it's on our file, but usually she'd come with a big stack like this to us to look at and take home.
yeah,
When is the next meeting? The 7th, right, or the 6th?
yeah, the 6th.
Okay.
Yep.
So, and then anyway, so, but anyway, yeah, we'll just look at it and we'll go from there.
Yep.
so.
And however, if you guys want to start, having those department heads
Yeah.
coming to your next meeting, that's probably where you guys should start.
That's where, that's.
That's kind of, I like to bring each department head in and talk to them, I
Yeah.
really like that and see where you're going from there.
And you can
so.
see why they requested what they
Correct.
requested. Yep.
Yeah, perfect.
Your 3% increase has been put onto the file as well.
Okay.
Those calculations, I've shared that all of that with Maddie, so she's up to date with all of that. So,
Yeah.
yeah, that's what I got.
Okay, cool.
Guys,
Go ahead.
I made a
Jim.
change. I took my budget back from Sam and made a change. And I'll
Okay.
got it here, but I'll send it off to everybody.
Okay, no problem.
If you want to just send that to me, I can put it into the spread. I'll just take it now.
Yeah.
I'll update
Um,
your guys' sheet.
Old courthouse, new courthouse? Anything, guys? I'm not, I know of.
Not that I know.
No, so
Anything for-
nothing,
Well,
Nothing
Brian
from you?
hasn't got back to me on pulling those units.
Stacy out? Okay,
That's what I'm waiting for on that.
okay,
Other than that, cause we gotta figure out if we're gonna sell some of that stuff, that
that's
where it's
right.
gonna be and who's gonna pull all that stuff out.
Yeah.
Not, it's just getting worse sitting in there, I'm sure.
Yeah, I know. Tell me about it. Okay. Okay, Wayne. Have a seat. As a side note, I went up and looked at the bridge after the last commission meeting there.
Yep.
And the foreman was there and I talked to him for a little bit and he was pretty happy. What's going on up there? They're they're ahead of schedule, So it looked pretty impressive, man. There we go. Like, when I was there, they were just putting the embankments are down. They're gonna start putting the pilings in. What they're going to do. So, okay.
They put one in the middle of the river, Wayne,
It's gonna be two
two in the middle of
to the
the.
river.
Put copper dams in, I suppose.
Finally did hear up or about the safety improvement program. County Road 8 and County Road 2 going into Red Willow. And they were denied,
Yeah.
both of them. Because of the high cost for the short distance.
Okay.
So try to figure something else out if we
Bummer.
can on our own.
Yeah.
I,
Cause that first one was at 500 and now we just gotta come up with 300 on.
Not even
Willow
300.
Road, right?
I can't remember right off the bat, 500,000.
Yeah. But we were looking for the second half to, right?
Yeah, and that got turned down.
Got turned down. It was, yeah.
Because that was additional, that wasn't
Mhm.
the second half, it part of the project, but it was involved the widening out the road.
Yeah.
And so that part won't be done, except maybe the millings that they take off
Okay.
in those few spots, but
Sure.
it'll be paved going in Red Willow. We're talking about hauling that sand, and Chad did talk to Johnson Farms and they said we could have all the sand and I've got two guys this week that can work on that. So I told them to take a look at the sand pit themselves this morning and then move the payloader over and start hauling sand in if it looks acceptable.
This is going to the horse arena.
Yes.
Yeah, so people know. Yeah.
Yep, and Garrison conversion finally got all the paperwork done for Carsonson Construction to get reimbursed for the blading that we will do. Just have to send in a bill every 2 weeks or a month or whatever.
Okay,
So Jim has bladed it a couple of times,
okay.
some parts of it. And I think they are putting chips or gravel on now. They've been, looks like County 9 had been started graveling on that, so. And then after they get the gravel done, then they'll put the chloride down by the farmsteads. They're not gonna do all the miles yet until if you guys decide that we wanted them to do
We'll
the whole
just see
thing.
how much complaints are with the dust.
Yeah.
Where are they at right now? The pipeline, where are they at?
Well, they're working on the individual cricks and
Okay.
low spots. They're getting prepared so they can bore underneath
Underneath.
it, under the Ballio Creek.
Okay,
So they've pushed the dirt back, some of the black dirt back, and they've got fabric up to stop erosion. So
They've been hauling out by us. I caught two of their trucks speeding on Wednesday, so I went and talked to their foreman.
And they're
Uh,
speeding on County Road 9, bad.
Well, then stop them. And I have the foreman's number. I'll give it to you for that I think it's TRJ trucking. But we had a little conversation. I followed one of their trucks. He was driving 55 on the Sutton Highway. And so I just happened to see him, so I went and talked to him. And got his number and said they don't want any speeding. Told him that I live out there, that I'm gonna be watching him. So I went home for lunch and left Sutton on the way home from lunch and found one going 60 on the highway. So I called them and said, we're not off to a very good start.
what is the speed limit on that?
35.
It's 35.
for all trucks.
Those signs are awfully hard to see. That one is, I think it's too close to Highway 200, but they should know by now because
Yeah.
they got their supervisor there.
Okay,
Justin Amber said that she had seen him speeding, and so I gave her
Ticket book.
her
get your
phone
book,
number
book
for
out.
the Garrison Diversion guy. But he said, call me and then he'd get hold of the contractors.
Yeah, I have the contractor number. I'll give it to you too.
And we received some complaints that County Road 26, County Road 28 hadn't been bladed, and I copied it. And County Road 26 was bladed on the 9th,
Correct.
the 8th. And the 28th, County Road 28 was done on the 15th. Claimed it hadn't been bladed since April.
What had been.
And the biggest complaint is the
Several
soft
times.
spots. that
Yeah, and we can't
No.
fix them,
No, it's tough when it's rained like that.
so.
Yeah, that slow rain really.
I really screwed things. We needed the rain, but it really made a
And
mess.
this one guy sent a nasty text to one of my blade operators, so. That's, we're doing what we can, whether it doesn't cooperate. We're doing a lot more blading this year. We have the 4th blade than we've done last.
I've had a lot of compliments too on that. I have.
I have as well.
So, yeah,
I
it is.
have as well.
Yeah. So it is
Doing
working.
the best we can.
Yeah.
That's about all. Yeah, that was kind of disappointing that we couldn't get that other
Grant.
funding for those
Yeah.
2 roads. But maybe we can make it safer by widening it out. Buy me a side dump.
How much money we got in the fund for that road? Is that about $1 million?
How,
Aside,
Prairie dog funds.
prairie dog funds in there, but I don't know what, is it million?
specified for that road though, isn't it?
No,
No, it's not,
for
but
any road.
yeah. What is it, Sam? Can you look at first, please?
Mm-hmm.
I thought we had money set aside for
We had money set aside for 8, isn't it?
County Road 8.
what?
Well,
We have
it's-
money set aside, but it's for a different county road, correct?
No,
No, I don't think it's.
Nothing's allocated for a
designated yet
road,
As far as what,
no, but it's period of funds is separate.
I,
In your road special projects, you have 1,361,896.78.
Okay,
oh,
Yeah,
that's just for any road.
yeah. It's prairie dog money.
And then your prairie dog, no, that's your road special
Oh, road
projects.
special fund, okay.
Your prairie dog, you have
800.
1,757,878.68.
Okay,
what was the first number? 1,000,003.
1.3.
1,361,896.78.
Now, does the Red Willow Road have to come out of one of those? I mean,
We're gonna have to, we're gonna supplement, we're gonna have to do.
We gotta
out of
take,
one of those funds.
Yeah.
Yes.
No, that, then, so we wouldn't have that. If that's allocated already, we wouldn't have that available. If
Right.
that's what,
you just subtract that off of.
yeah,
what we have.
that's all.
Yeah.
So we could take that off of the special.
That road special projects, I think, was our share of like funds or like those projects when it's
Yeah,
75%.
because we tried to get funds without contributing anything.
Yeah,
And they turned it down, so then this next time we said that we would try to pay for some of it, we would pay for 500,000
Yeah.
or whatever it
Yeah.
was, 300,000.
And that'll come out of the special roads
Yeah.
fund.
No,
That's just curious, I guess.
so
And
that's
then,
all I have.
The sign, the flashing signs down, what's the
Oh,
latest
yeah,
on that?
flashing signs, I ordered the signs.
Okay,
And I don't know how long it'll
Prairie
take.
dog?
Yeah, when they come,
I
just get
don't
a hold of me. I
Okay.
have 2 designated areas figured out.
That won't quite fit.
Whenever they come in, we'll discuss it and then I will discuss with the mayor to make sure she's okay with that. But, to get power, if we go on the opposite right side to get power across, we can get power across.
look them up at the next-
Talking to Otter Tail, they're more than willing to
Yeah.
work with us, whatever they gotta do.
Okay.
Safe trench across the hood.
Yeah, that's cut a
that'd be,
hole right on. the
that'd
new
that'd be
road
good.
there.
Yeah.
We'd be very happy.
It'd be, if we had to do it like that, it'd be boring, but we'll probably just go over it just.
Yeah.
I'll just ask Wayne too.
Yep.
Have you ever thought of contacting like border states to see if they could pave that? I mean, or would you
Yeah.
want me to, or
I haven't.
I could maybe contact them, see so we had for the commission would have some idea what it would cost.
On
to-
County 8, you're talking, right, Lauren? County 8, you're talking?
At the McHenry Road?
Yeah, County 8.
Yep. Just to
think,
fill in those
I
patches.
think Gilbertson Construction had talked to him, but it's a couple years ago.
Yeah,
$300,000 to pave it, I think it
Yeah.
was. Those 2 spots.
Yeah.
thought,
So at that point, you have to, of course, have to have an engineer.
Yep.
You don't have to.
Yeah, Fred, so anything over 200 or 250.
250 told me.
And somebody engineering it. Okay.
Didn't find that.
You the engineer?
Yeah.
No, you'd have to have, you gotta have your liability insurance and unless you wanna pay my liability insurance, because that's 19,000 right there, just for me to sign
Yeah.
those papers.
Well, we'll
So I haven't done that for a few years
figure that out, but
yeah.
needs to be widened out the shoulders, at least in
Yeah.
that one, the west spot, because it's pretty straight up and down. If you pave all the way out, it's could start breaking off and stuff. Well, you know that, so. But
Wayne asked the question that those guys were talking about earlier. Would you be willing to handle the money for the weed board?
Ken. One, because we did a bunch of work, or had a bunch of work done on that weed pickup. We put
Correct.
bulges in it,
Airbags.
tires on it, and can't remember if I seen they got some tie rod ends, but so far that's charged to me, to the road department. It's because I didn't know if the weed board really had any funds to do that.
Yeah.
I don't think the county can pay that.
So,
You know, we've used the pickup during the winter and stuff. We've used that. Because it was our pickup first and then they gave it to.
Gave it that, so. Yeah, she's,
But it's the weed boards now. I mean,
Yeah, but it's in,
it's in their allocation.
yeah, but it's not registered in their name. It's registered in the road department.
yeah. We'll figure that one out, I guess. Okay. Any future business for next time, guys? We have a canvassing board coming in next after us at 10:30, so we got to kind of wrap this up. So, anything else? Future, well,
Budget.
budget, I mean, yeah, budget on there. Anything else right now, guys?
Thank you, Wayne.
Yeah, thanks, Wayne.
So the 911 budget. Give to Mackenzie or is already presented though?
Did you submit that?
I didn't,
Hold on,
I haven't seen it.
So, okay, we'll please put that on there. Any more stuff to add? Anything else,
Go ahead.
guys, think of?
request.
So. If not, I'll call motion to adjourn. I can't do that, of course.
I'll
Darn.
make that a motion, to adjourn, please.
Rob makes motion to adjourn. Do I have a second? Second by Josh. Any discussion? Any discussion? One last time, any discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Oh, same sign, motion carried. We are adjourned at 10,
21,
20, one of those days, 21,
21,
yeah. And next meeting is July
6.
6th at 9:30 in this room.
Yep.
Correct.
Great.
Okay, thank you guys for coming. I'll be back in a few.